How to troubleshoot environmental errors in legacy systems. Have you ever faced frustrating errors in a legacy system and wondered how to tackle them? Environmental errors can be tricky, but understanding their nature is the first step to resolving them. These errors often stem from issues related to the system's operating environment rather than the code itself. Let's break down how to troubleshoot these errors effectively. First, identify the symptoms of the error and the conditions under which it occurs. Since legacy systems often run on older hardware or operating systems, check that all hardware components are functioning properly. Look for signs of hardware degradation, insufficient resources like memory or disk space, or failing peripherals. Next, turn your attention to the software environment. Legacy systems may rely on outdated or unsupported operating systems or libraries, which can lead to compatibility issues. Ensure that all necessary system patches and updates are applied. If updates are no longer available, consider workarounds like encapsulating the legacy system behind firewalls to minimize risks. Network configuration is another common source of environmental errors. Verify network connectivity, firewall rules, and access permissions, especially if the legacy system interacts with other systems or services. If the system lacks modern interfaces like application programming interfaces, integration might depend on file transfers or direct database access. Changes in permissions or formats can introduce errors, so keep an eye on those. While troubleshooting, utilize monitoring tools to track system performance and logs to identify error patterns. Legacy systems may not have modern diagnostic tools, so manual log analysis or adding custom logging might be necessary. Here are some practical steps to troubleshoot environmental errors in legacy systems. Conduct a thorough assessment of hardware, software, network, and configuration settings to identify any mismatches or failures. Isolate the legacy system environment from external changes that could affect stability, such as network changes or software updates. Consider using encapsulation techniques, like limiting network access and exposing legacy functions through controlled application programming interfaces to reduce environmental risks. If possible, upgrade or replace outdated hardware and software components to improve compatibility and reduce errors. Implement business continuity plans to minimize downtime during troubleshooting or integration efforts. When modifying data directly in legacy databases, ensure strict adherence to business rules to avoid corrupting data or causing system errors. Document all environmental settings and changes to facilitate future troubleshooting and maintenance. By focusing on the environment surrounding the legacy system, hardware, operating system, network, and configuration, you can systematically identify and resolve errors that are not caused by the legacy code itself. This approach helps maintain system stability and security while enabling effective debugging and bug fixing in legacy software contexts.